This is magical manifestations where movies are made real, where they are manifested into the world. And you'll be watching the film, The Phantom Planet. This is a great sci-fi film. And it also has little people in it, really little people. And it's basically they either go to a planet of little people. I won't spoil what it's about, but that's what it is, you know, little people. The idea that aliens don't have to be our size. And because of that, I thought I'd share with you some folk tales and a story basically about this place where I'm filming from. Because it was said originally that people wouldn't go into mushroom rings, and it was a very held belief. The idea was that the fairy folks would be there, so they didn't go. But there was a man in this very basic locality that was mushrooming, so it was said. He was mushrooming and did not know that you should not be mushrooming late at night. He also did not know not to go near mushroom rings. And I'm filming here from Durham in England. And basically what happened was he went in. And when he was went in the mushroom ring, he saw fairy folks dancing around. So what he did was very silly, he danced with them. And then he started to feel very tired, so he walked back home. So he walked back home to his wife and found she had aged greatly because he had been dancing for years and years and years. But more importantly, in actual fact, this house here was very nearly not built, okay? Because it had on it a mushroom ring, was right the way around the floor. And so the workmen wouldn't build. These were God-fearing people, but they did not want a chance, the fairy folk, okay? They didn't want to go anywhere near the fairy folk in case they were thinking, you know, if I end up going away for years and my wife comes back and I go back to my wife, she's not going to be very happy. So I can't build there because I'll have to go inside of the mushroom ring where the fairies are, where the fairy folk are, the little people. Like I said, this is Durham in England and the UK. And they wouldn't go, okay? So what I was saying happened was the foreman said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the priest. So he goes to the priest, he thinks, okay, what if, could you do an exorcism of the place, whatever you want to do, you know, say some prayers. And he said, look, if you do, we'll give you a donation to the church, but I will also make sure that every single one of my men will be at your church on a Sunday. And the man thought, well, he wanted to be helpful, and he thought, well, fairies aren't actually angels. Maybe they are demons. So he went there and he said some prayers, he probably had his vestments on, he sprinkled round some holy water and left, thinking that would be it. But the next day when the people came, the workmen said, we can't build here. That mushroom ring is still there. If that mushroom ring is there, then the fairies are still there. But luckily he found a man that was a wise man, an occultist. Some people say he was actually related to me. Okay? Some people say that he was a drunkard, but they said he was a wise man. And what he did was, he went to the place and he had a small frame. Some people say this is the actual frame. To be honest, it's been changed a lot. The outside's been changed, the front. The only thing that hasn't been changed is a little piece of black felt in the middle. That's the only bit that's the same. And what he did was, he took it and he simply touched all of the different mushrooms. And he chanted and said some prayers and things. But then he went and he actually picked up every single one of the mushrooms, so there was no mushroom ring. Now then the people would build a house, and they built this house, and some others, because, you know, they didn't have to worry about the fairy folks, the fae. They didn't have to worry about that at all, because there was no mushroom ring, hence no fairies. Now the thing is, many people believe the fairy folks live, the fae, the little people, on a realm alongside ours. And that's why sometimes when you can hear like a tippity-tap noise. Like literally a little tippity-tap, and that is normally the fairy folks dancing. It's a picture of a fairy. It's the fae. The fairies are here. The little people are here dancing. But it's not enough for the little people to be dancing here, because I'm going to manifest the film, The Phantom Planet, into the world, meaning everyone, well not maybe everyone, but lots of people who aren't watching this film will get to see it. They'll get to see the little people from the Phantom Planet. And that's what I'm going to do now. To do this, I'm going to use my immortal self, S. Rob Invictus. I am S. Rob, he is S. Rob Invictus. I will summon him now. S. Rob Invictus, here without boundaries, here without limits. I ask that you be here with me, S. Rob Invictus. S. Rob Invictus, I ask that you manifest the film, The Phantom Planet, into the world. Let people see it, let people hear it that are not watching the film, and this is what I ask of you. So it is and will be. Here is the film, The Phantom Planet.
Yeah.